Welcome back. You're still tuned into Power Breakfast. Now, like we were telling you, the whole power sector is going to be in focus today because the power regulator, CERC, has released draft electricity generation tariff norms, which will be applicable for 5 years. This is from the 1st of April of this year. So Vivek is here with more details on this. Vivek, take us through, all of the draft norms.
Well, absolutely right. Like you mentioned, CERC has issued draft regulations. Now, this is for a new tariff period from FY25 to FY29. Minor tweaks have been made, but largely this removes a major overhang as far as the entire power sector was concerned. No major changes have been made, and some of the worries that the analyst community have, none of them have fructified. So it's largely positive for the power sector overall. The first stock on our radar, NTPC, now we're talking about the thermal power plants. ROE on regulated projects have been retained at 15.5% for thermal projects. Now, along with that, the incentive opportunity has been raised. Thermal power plants generating units over 85% PLF in peak periods get 0.75 paise per unit incentive versus a slightly lower incentive earlier. Along with that, O&M escalation clauses have been revised higher to 6% from 4% earlier. On the back of that, LRI expects a 3 to 4 upside in NTPC's FY24 to FY26 EPS estimates. On the other hand, Power Grid slightly negative. While older projects, there has been no tinkering as far as the ROE is concerned. Going forward, post-April 2024, any transmission projects that do get that come on stream, the ROE has been reduced by 50 basis points to 15%. LRI, however, expects this to have a limited impact on, the earnings of Power Grid. Now, watch out for, hydropower companies like NHPC and SJVN. ROE of 16.5% retained for existing projects, revised higher by 50 basis points to 17% for new projects. And lastly, watch out for NLC India, a strong positive over here as well. The TPS2 expansion plant of the company, the benchmark has been brought to 50%. From the expectation of 80% earlier. So on the back of that, given this particular benchmark, the plant availability factor benchmark coming down, expect significantly higher earnings for NLC India as well.
Okay, Vivek, thanks a lot for getting us all of these important draft norms that have been put out by the CERC. In fact, today we're also going to be speaking with Harshvardhan Dole of IIFL. He's the power and energy analyst at IIFL at 9 a.m. to really understand what this means for the power sector and some of the individual stocks as well. So do stay tuned for that conversation. But with that, it is time for a short break. On the other side, we're tracking all of the cues from the commodity markets. Manisha will be with us on the other side.